Go Flat Tracker. Go Flat Tracker, go, go, go.
KLAVR Flat Track Pod brought to you by our partners. ShredDesign.co. If you're looking for the sickest jersey prints in the biz, look no further than ShredDesign.co on Facebook. Euroka Fencing, the place to go for all your rural fencing needs. Classic wheel spokes, Otway hydroblasting, make your old girl look new again. Plus, our newest partner, MX Inc. Do you want your bike to stand out in the crowd with custom graphics done by the best? Then contact Luca and the team at MX Inc. And last but not least, KLAVR, keeping you on track for longer. Now, onto the episode.
Go Flat Tracker. Go Flat Tracker, go, go, go.
All right, so here we are. Welcome to the KLAVR Flat Track Pod. Bit of a balls up, not really the live we were hoping to have. Also, our 2-year birthday. So, of course, it's going to go swimmingly and really good. So, we've wasted an hour trying to get live on Facebook. For some reason, I can log into Facebook and everything on my phone, but not from the computer. And it's blocking it from when I try to go from our meeting, Zoom meeting to Facebook. So I'll have to do some work offline and try to get that sorted out, figure out what the hell's going on. So thanks to our guests, Jett and Brendan, for their patience. I don't know if we'll get Brendan back or not. You guys are both busy tonight and took time out of your nights to join us. So, yeah, appreciate that. I believe it's, was it your brother's birthday?
Yeah, that's it. They're all on now. It's all good.
Yeah. Well, happy birthday to him. What's his name? I forget. Sorry, I saw the lip sync in there. Rob.
ROME.
Oh, Rome.
Right,
Yeah.
Rome. Sorry. Yeah, cool. So, yeah, we've got Jett Carter here with us from up at Bathurst. Young racer racing in the AFTN, also in the Australian Off-Road Series. Is that right? Have I got that right?
New South Wales Off-Road Series.
Yeah, right. Yeah, cool. So, yeah, I've got a bit of lag from you, Jett. Have you, Tom, or is it coming through clear?
No, it's a little bit laggy. You might have to just scoot forward a little bit further, but that's all.
I don't know if it's the scooting forward. It might just be but like my garage can be a bit hit and miss, but that's all good. We'll do our best with it.
Yeah, we're going from Victoria to New South Wales, or Metro Sydney to Central West New South Wales. So yeah, we're all over the shop here.
Yeah, so tell us a bit about yourself, Jett. How old you are? I've already given your location away, so now people can find you easily. But yeah, just tell us how you got into racing and yeah, a little bit about yourself and bikes.
Yeah, righto. I'm 16, soon to be 17. Can't wait for that piece, be able to drive around. I started racing when I was 10. Dad's always grown up racing cars and whatnot, so I've always loved the thrill of racing.
Yeah.
As a young age, never let me race. So we had a family trip one year when I was 10. I was like, Mum, I want to race, and she agreed to it. I buy all the safety gear. I do lots of training, and I can race. So we did that. We gave it a good crack at motocross. We did 3 years of motocross, just like club rounds, doing little racing, just a mid-pack runner. And then we decided to step it up a little bit and start really pushing ourselves. So we decided to start racing flat track, and I've done that for the past, this would be our 4th year racing flat track.
Yeah, right.
To work on motocross skills.
Yeah.
We've kind of come towards the flat track side of bikes.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. So you were using flat track for like getting better at flat turning and that sort of stuff, and then decided you actually like flat track a bit better.
Yeah. Smart boy.
Yeah, but you're still doing, like you said before, you're still doing the off-road stuff, and where are you sitting in that now? Have you had another round since I spoke to you?
Unfortunately, there's a round in Nowra today and tomorrow. Unfortunately, I was unable to go to that.
Yeah.
It was what was that? That would have been the 5th and 6th round, I think, at Nowra.
Oh, yeah.
Placed 4th before this, so I don't know where I'm about. I'll be on the leaderboard after this, but I was 4th in EJ, which is 16s to 18s, 250 up.
Yeah. Yeah,
So,
cool. So tell us a bit about the bike behind you there. J25, is it?
that is our 19 setup 450. It's a 2020. It's got all the nice, good stuff on it, ready to go.
Yeah, sweet. And what is it that you you're loving about the flat track?
I think I love it, the intensity, the aggression, the people I get to meet.
Yeah.
Was there for me.
Yeah. And you said to me the times that we've talked around the pits, and we obviously had your dad, Wade Carter, on, who was organising the Bathurst meeting, had him on about Bathurst. You told me that you're training a fair bit. So without giving away too much to your competitors, what sort of things do you do for your training?
So I've got an aerobic and strength session. So I'll do things like cycling, weightlifting, swimming, cardio, those kind of things.
Yeah.
I like to do like stretching and all that kind of stuff just to keep my body in the best condition I can be in.
Yeah. Yeah, right. And what about your food and stuff? You eat pretty clean?
Diet is a huge part of it. Eating clean as much as I can.
Yeah.
Just like cans of fizzy drink, things like that I stay away from.
Yeah.
If I'm going to drink something with bubbles, it's things like soda water or something like that, a lot cleaner.
Yeah.
Race day diets and pre-race diets, those are also a huge part. Carb loading, things like that.
Yeah, righto. Yeah, so you sound pretty switched on for 16. Being so young, what do you do other things other than bikes, or it's pretty much bikes and that's it, or?
This is a huge bit of it. It's a huge bit of it. Also, I love my pig hunting with my dogs. That's a big thing. Nice because I go up in the hills up around Bathurst. That's cardio as well, and water skiing.
Oh yeah, yeah, cool. So you do competitive water skiing, or?
I just like water skiing, just in general. Just go out with the family on a nice summer's day.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, awesome. Is there a big lake by Bathurst? Is there or something?
A few dams and lakes around Bathurst.
Yeah, righto. Yeah, and you're a bit like me. You're pretty lucky. You've got some tracks in your backyard. You're on acreage, aren't you?
You have a farm 20 kilometres outside of Bathurst.
Yeah.
It's actually pretty funny. If you look at Google Maps of the farm before we arrived, it was this nice, pretty clean land. If you 11 tracks throughout the property.
Yeah, right. Beautiful. Yeah, my place, if you look at it before I shifted in, there was cars on its head in the backyard, and now it's a dirt track. Yeah. Yeah, cool. So what doing the AFTN, so you're doing dirt track as well, Aussie dirt track. But what do you feel the differences between AFTN and the Aussie dirt track are, and what one do you feel you relate to more?
Just loving the 21-18s. I did not like these 19s, and it's because I wasn't.
Yeah.
This 19s thing is stupid. This isn't going to work. And this is as like when I was about 13.
Yeah.
2018. Slowly now figuring out that 19s will be the way of the future when it comes to flat track.
Yeah.
Started training, and now I believe I like the 19s AFT side more than the Aussie dirt track.
Yeah. And you were saying to me that all your sort of club days now, you're going on your 19s to get more seat time and get better on your 19s. How's that playing out? Are you surprising a few people when you turn up on them?
It's treating me really well. We made a big decision as family. I bought 2 different 450s.
Yeah.
450 set up on methanol, ready to go for dirt track with a 21-18 set up on it.
Yeah.
And I finally with the 19 set up on it. So when we go to a club day, I'll enter my 21-18s in Pro 450, and I'll enter the bike behind me in Pro Open.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so you're getting best of both worlds.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. And so do you find it hard switching between both of them?
I did at first, only because it was trying to jump back and forth from every race, being under adrenaline, trying to get the styles right, because styles on each bike is completely different.
Yeah.
It's completely different. So at first, yes, but now I can hop it on and off each bike and know it feels like one I'm riding a road bike and the other one I'm riding a dirt bike.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. And
Now,
do you think that's improving your performance?
Absolutely, I believe it. I believe taking the stuff away from my 19s bike and putting on my 21-18s bike is making a huge difference in my ride.
Yeah. And I'm guessing, well, I know that you want to head over to America at some stage. We're not going to go there too much. You've got some plans sort of in work, but you're not going to release too much. But What do you think about what Tom's doing over there and what Max and Luke and Mick and all that have done? Do you think that's a great path for our young riders, or would you like to see the AFTN build more here so that we're not having to leave home?
I would love to go to America. Absolutely love it. I love what Tommy and Sam are doing. Those are the inspirations. Max being over a while, amazing. Love it. I do like how this AFT thing is blowing up because it is giving now us like a pathway leading into it. Before we kind of just jumped onto this 19 thing, they're different in America, where now we have something to kind of push off.
Yeah. Yeah, no, good answers. Looks like you've been practicing.
Yeah.
Have you got any questions for Tom? Sorry, Tom, have you got any questions for Jett?
No, I'm just getting to know him, listening to the story. It sounds good.
Sit in the background. Yeah, and so sorry, Jett, I did forget. I was meant to check where you're sitting on the AFTN after the first two rounds. Whereabouts are you sitting?
I think I'm sitting about
Seventh. Oh yeah, yeah, awesome. And did you find it went as well as you were hoping it would, or?
Yeah, I love being there. It was a great experience. I didn't a bit touch on the actual race day itself. Qualifying, I definitely didn't do as well as I wanted.
Yeah.
The A grade, which I was very happy about, but I don't think I put myself in a gate position that really helped me get to the front of the pack.
Yeah.
So I pushed through to move through the pack.
Yeah.
How did you find racing oil, especially where oil isn't predominantly raced on 19s? They use the wet weather slick. But how did you find racing oil for the first time? It'd be a bit of a bit of an eye opener having a different surface. But what did you think of it?
I got it. I loved it. I loved it because I've been training on all these like slick tracks where you're just trying to find traction. I got here and I was just like, wow, like traction, your problem here.
Yeah,
it was unbelievable. It just made racing so much easier. I reckon. I never had to worry about entering a corner and losing the front end because the start of the day I was definitely like very timid, didn't know how to push the bike. Where by the end of the day it was like I was riding a roller coaster. It was just left, right, left, straight. Like it was good.
yeah. I remember the first time I hit oil, and even the first time I heard of oil, I'm thinking, this is going to be like an ice skating rink. This is stupid. And I've come into turn one, hit the brakes, and the whole field went past me and went, yeah, well, I could have hit the brakes about 30 meters later. And yeah, no, I know exactly what you mean. It's deceiving, but yeah, no, it was very impressive to see you at the New South Wales titles, how well you went. I was actually standing there with pretty much my eyes wide open thinking, holy shit, this kid's taking like a fish to water. So yeah, congratulations on that, man. That's no short effort battling against them blokes, especially where, well, half of them was their home track and the other half have been on 19s for a fair while. So yeah, well done, man. That was awesome to see.
It definitely gave me a push, that track. That was definitely a big confidence booster. In the practice there on the Saturday, it was Saturday I didn't run too well. It was still like trying to get my head around this whole oil thing. It wasn't until Sunday morning's first race maybe, where after the first corner we head into that downhill corner.
Yeah, the abs, yep.
The heap of front brake and stopping from the top of that corner all the way down. Right. Okay, so that's how much grip I had. And I just started working, pushing deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper, and then come out with that result, which I was thrilled with.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it looked like you looked like you were very comfortable. Didn't say you had the lines worked out. I think probably the main reason why you held Wixie off for so long, or for the whole final, was because you had your lines and breaking points pretty much down pat. And that was awesome to see. You had a lot of people sort of looking over the top of quick shades thinking, holy shit, this kid's still out in front. So yeah, you definitely impressed a fair few people, man. It was awesome to see.
Yeah, I was just sorry, guys. I was just looking to see where you actually are sitting in the championship, and you were very close. You're actually eighth, so you're one off. But yeah,
that's
top
a massive effort. Massive.
Yeah, top 10's an awesome result. We all know what the field's like. It's pretty jam packed, and it's early days too, which is a good thing. We don't know who will turn up at Appin. You would expect most of them will, but maybe some have and that's the great thing about a series, isn't it? People are training and that in between the rounds. Maybe something happens so they can't turn up. The points all jumble up again, or maybe they just can't make a round because life gets in the way. Or when we get to Appin, that track might be your track, and some of those guys in front of you might struggle. So I'm looking forward to seeing how it all unravels.
Another thing I am loving about this AFT thing is this TT side of the I've never ridden a TT before until Sunday up at Brisbane.
Oh, okay.
Absolutely loved it. Coming from my motor, I loved it.
Yeah, right. And because on the left-hander back onto the back straight, there was a bit of a rut forming there too. So were you sort of motocrossing that?
It was weird to do, but I'd like bring my leg up and turn it in as if I was in a rut on motocross.
Yeah, right.
I weight that and push into the foot peg, and I just get as much drive as I want.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, so what was your most memorable sort of heat at Brisbane? Can you remember? Like, did you have some full-on battles with any of the other boys?
I think there was one race, it was in the 15 lapper, I believe, where I went from, I think I qualified 14th and went to 7th.
Yeah,
wow.
Okay. Yeah.
Just getting past some of those quick boys and really being like, wow, this is where I can push myself.
Yeah.
It was I definitely passed a couple of the quick boys, and it was a battle to get around some of them. Like they didn't make it easy.
Yeah.
But I come back in to the pits like cheering. I was like, okay, that's really good, because we did that a couple of times through the day, coming from 14th to 7th. And I was cheering, and then Dad come and like jumped on top of me, and he was cheering once I got back to the pit. He's looking at all the lap times. He's like, you just did the second quickest lap of the whole race on your 14th out of 15th lap. And I was like, fitness wise, I was like, okay, that's really good. That means we stayed. I only got quicker, things like that.
Yeah.
I was really happy with that. I think that was definitely my best heat on the Sunday over the whole weekend.
Yeah. So obviously being young, some of the older boys might say that that's an advantage, but you put in the work physically with your training. So on those 15 lappers, were you feeling a bit spent afterwards, or you feel like you could go straight back out? Or
I definitely feel that I could go straight back out. Now, I don't think that's only just because of the workouts that I do.
Yeah.
I do believe it's a huge thing to it. I also think how much easier it is to make.
Yeah.
But some of these, like the other disciplines I do, like I did I nearly call it a desert race in Yellow Mountain. It's a 500-kilometer race over 2 days.
Yeah.
And it's trying to go, when I do something like that, which I did 250 kilometers in 1 day in 2 hours and 30 minutes, and then take it to there, that's really easy just to do those 15 laps, fitness-wise.
Yeah, right.
And you do have way more adrenaline in the 15 laps.
Yeah.
I'll just jump back out and do it again, yeah.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's a good explanation.
You got to remember, Darcy, he's 30 years your junior. So his energy levels and his care factor, energy level are through the roof. His care factor is non-existent.
Yeah,
So
care factor is more the thing. Actually, and I'll stick this ass up your ass, Tom, but I actually feel pretty good after a race, but I'm not pushing as hard as Jett, probably.
Don't worry, mate. We'll all impress what you did at Brisbane, but it's all good, man. We're with you. We've got it with you.
Hopefully it will get better. Yeah. Yeah, awesome. Well, we might have to are you going to stick around, Jett, or are you going to go on or with your night? Do you have to go back to the family, or?
I have to go back into my brother's party.
Yeah, well, we might leave it there. Thanks so much, mate. We'll get you on for a full pod, and hopefully we have no lag and no issues and all that sort of stuff. But we'll, definitely tee up another one with you to get the whole story in a bit longer time with you, so our listeners get to know a bit more about you. Is there any sponsors and people that help you want to say a quick thank you to?
My jumper, for them. Beard Brothers, SP Tools, Recluse, they're a huge factor in this. Mum and dad, just those kind of people love it.
Yeah, awesome, mate. Well, thanks for joining us, and I'll post this one. Sorry we didn't get the live thing happening. That would have been good. But
The next time we'll get you on the next live.
Yeah, sometimes these things happen. We'll get you in on the next live. That'd be awesome.
Right, thank you guys.
Right,
No worries,
mate.
mate.
See you soon.
Catch you later. All right, so we'll see if Neil and Ange are there. It looks like
I've just
they
been
might.
talking. I've just been messaging with them slightly, get them ready to go.
That's all right. We'll wait. Your mic's now your mic's unmuted. I was going to get some quick stats. Actually, I might just say a quick thanks to our partners, Classic Wheels and Spokes, Otway Hydro Blasting, the metalwork. They big help right from the beginning. Euroka Fencing, MX Ink Graphics, and Shred Design, all helping us bring these pods to you. So, fantastic. Thanks, guys. We can hear microphones falling around, or maybe that's Gerd throwing the baby around the room or something.
I've just told him to turn his camera on. Hopefully, hopefully we can see their pretty faces. Hey, look at them. There they are.
Hey, guys, how you going?
Man.
Yeah, good. How you guys?
At least someone's on the bottle tonight.
Yeah.
Congratulations. Hey, hold on, mate. You're at work. What are you doing drinking?
Hey, listen, mate. Look, that's enough out of you, okay? It's enough out of you.
So, congratulations on the newest member of your family. Sorry, I've totally forgotten his name.
Levi.
Yeah,
Mr.
awesome.
501.
Mr. 501. Welcome, Levi. Enjoying his bottle by the looks of it. Ange and Neil, thanks for coming on, guys. Sorry the live thing was a big balls up. I actually have no idea what the hell was going on, but anyway, I think it started yesterday when I was trying to email you the link. Actually, I think that's when it started.
All right, so confess. You said it was the operator. What did you do wrong?
I didn't put it. I didn't put a capital.
Wrong?
Yeah, no, I didn't put a capital A on your start of your email address.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I realised. I went, oh shit, it was
Normally
the operator.
that shouldn't matter, so that's a bit weird.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh no, email addresses are case sensitive, aren't they?
No, I don't
Don't
think so.
Oh well, it wouldn't send it to you. But anyway, we got that all sorted this morning, which is good. So we're still recording the pod. It's happy birthday to the pod, 2 years now, which is actually amazing. I can't believe that.
Happy birthday, guys.
Yeah, thanks.
Good job. Love you guys.
And
my first birthday, it's his second birthday.
Yeah, Tom's been with us for a year now as well, which I think I mentioned that on the Hear It podcast, which we haven't launched yet, so that will be next Friday probably. But yeah, so chugging along pretty good. I was just about to say some stats. We've had over 5,229 listens from 20 countries: Australia, New Zealand, US, Netherlands, UK, Germany, Switzerland, Spain, Finland, Canada, Sweden, Portugal, Indonesia, Hungary, Denmark, Belgium, Japan, Hong Kong, Brazil, and Russia.
I think that's that many fucking languages. So they've heard me say fuck in every language.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much, mate. They've seen you get drunk in every language.
Right, trust me, there's a lot more people that see me get hammered in another language.
But the thing I love about that stat, and the reason I read it out, is because it shows you how big our sport is and the interest around the world, around the globe in flat track racing. So I think that's really interesting. It's really cool. Whether it's one person, three people, it doesn't matter. There's someone else in another country that loves doing what we love doing. So,
oh yeah.
Yeah, so Ange, you do a bit of work behind the scenes, and obviously the reason Neil's successful. So tell us a bit about all the stuff you do behind the scenes at Griffith, and how much work does the team put in there to make events happen for everyone?
So I currently sit on the GMSC committee as the publicity officer. Oh, sorry, Tom. Levi wants to have a burp off.
Oh, mate, I've got one brewing that I might have to mute it. It'll end up being just.
He's ready to go. He wants a competition. So I currently sit on the GMSC committee as the publicity officer. So any of the stuff you see on our socials is predominantly me. I'm also one of our racing officials, so I'm a level 2 race secretary in flat track, track, motocross and enduro. And I'm now on the verge of becoming a level 2 clerk as well. So when I'm not on maternity leave, you'll normally find me bossing people around at the track with one of those pesky blue vests on.
She does it at home too.
What's the pesky blue vest on?
Yeah, he likes it.
Oh, he likes it.
Yeah, you dirty dog.
Well, hey, this didn't get delivered by a stork. Just saying.
For those listening, she's pointing at a baby.
Yeah.
That baby Levi. Yeah, awesome. Well, the first time I actually met you was at, I think it was, was it Brisbane? Brisbane, and you were waving the flags, I think. Yeah, so doing a bit of work on the track, which was awesome, and looked like you were having a ball actually. And
I do enjoy it. I'm a very enthusiastic checkered flag waver.
and it all sort of started when you met Neil, getting involved, and so it's been a relatively short journey so far, isn't it? Was it a year or so?
So Neil and I have been together now for coming up to 3 years. I said to him when he tried to win me over with his motorbike talent that it was wasted on me because I was actually petrified of motorbikes. So I said, yeah, well, any talent you've got on 2 wheels is wasted on me, but I'll come up and check it out, and I'll either love it or I'll hate it, but you do you. And
she came up first, I think it was a practice day, and I broke my wrist.
Yeah, he
straight away.
Trying to impress it.
Broke his wrist and busted his knee, and we spent 6 hours in the emergency department at the hospital, and I went, yep, all in.
Trying to get some sympathy, yeah.
Someone to hold the green whistle for me, you know.
No comment.
Sorry, I don't know if you said them. Was that motocross or flat track?
No, flat track at the Griffith, at the local track, the Pines.
Yeah, right. And were you using 2118 then, Neil, or were you using 19s?
They would have been 2118.
2118 back then.
There you go. Good advert for not to use them.
Any opportunity you can try and stick 2118, you can do it. Eh? You are.
No,
you should have 2118 on your side. Jesus Christ.
I love both setups, but
I don't think I'll ever go back to 2118. Like I'm starting to get comfortable in the 19s now, and it's just, I think the more time you just spend on them, like Jared Brook, for example, his times at Brisbane track were exactly the same as his 2118. So once you get used to them and have the speed, well, there's no real need to chop and change. I find anyway.
Yeah. I run 2118s.
Yeah, and that's it.
So do I. I'm still old school, so yeah, don't worry.
That's the other thing, Ed. You actually ride a bike now, so went from being terrified of motorcycles to actually having a crack on one, working behind the scenes, like you said, all in 100%. So pretty impressive, really. And I know you advocate for women to get involved in the sport as well. So yeah, good on you. And hopefully I reckon it'll be pretty soon. We'll see Levi on a balance bike, and they grow up pretty quick. So it won't take long.
He'll be on a Yamaha. He'll be a sensible boy. He'll be on a blue bike.
Are you training Uncle Tom?
I don't know. Maybe he sells those.
I'll train him. Matty might
looking,
give you a discount on them, but I'll find you one. It's all right, mate. I'll sort you out.
yeah, looking at the jacket selection, I think you should out of luck there, Tom.
Yeah, I've got mine sitting over there, and I'm actually, I'm not even going to put it on.
Oh, let the team down.
In all fairness, Levi also has a husky suit, but
It was too big.
Matty
already.
Davies must have had a few of Tom's leftover rum cans because he ordered him a 12 to 18 months. So bit big on the wee fella. He needs to have a few more bottles yet.
Yeah. But look at him go.
Yeah, he'll
Yes.
challenge you to a sculling comp too, Tom.
Oofed. I don't know if I can compete with that. He seems like he's pretty focused right now. Look at him. I'd be flying off me.
He
He looks like he's pretty comfortable.
He's a bit
He
of a
looks like
dude.
he looks like he's happy with his choice appearance. Let's put it that way.
He's got no choice. Let's be real.
Yeah. He's like, just let me go back to sleep.
Yeah, exactly.
Slate, what's
So-
that?
Yeah. Good luck with that, guys. Hopefully, he's a good sleeper.
He's not bad.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah. So, does the sound of the four banger idling in the garage put him off to sleep, or have you worked out what gets him to sleep yet? Does he have to go in a
I
car, or?
haven't actually heard the bike yet.
He hasn't heard the bike yet since he's been on this side of the world. Neil's bike seems to spend more time in West Wyalong than what it seems to do at our place at the moment. But it's quite funny because when I was pregnant with him, anytime I was like out on the track or obviously not riding, but waving a flag or around the bikes, he'd always stir up like inside and he'd be kicking around and all the rest of it.
Right.
So yeah, it'll be quite interesting to see how he reacts when he does go to the track. It's funny, if you look on my social media posts from when I was pregnant with him, there's actually a couple of ultrasound pics and he's got the throttle hand up ready to go. So
Oh yeah, I think I remember you posting a couple of them. Yeah.
yeah, so
awesome.
he's not going to be a tap dancer, that's for sure.
You never know. Come on, you can't label them yet.
No,
At
that's
least
right,
he's
that's
not going to
right.
call his car Twinkle, so I don't think he's going to be a tap dancer anytime soon.
What was that?
Nothing. No comment.
Stop hassling. Actually, Sky came back from Europe and she loves Twinkle. She loves the name, and she hopped in and because when you got the keys and it goes twinkle, 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 and she said, "Oh, I get it." So you got to come for a ride in it, Tom, and then you'll understand.
Yeah, sure.
So right, getting back to motorcycles.
Get in the race.
Where did it all start for you, Neil?
Oh well, I started. I think I was 7 or 8 years old. My mother came in. I used to play soccer actually. She goes, "Oh, do you want to ride motorbikes? Do you want to race motorbikes?" So me and my brother always used to race around the farm together.
Yeah.
And we ended up going up to our local club at Griffith and started riding there, and it sort of took off from there, and sort of got addicted to the motocross and travelled around the country doing the Wantabrook series. Got to the stage where I ended up winning the Wantabrook series. I think it was 2003. That was the year Toby Price went pro. And
That's the only reason why he won.
And then sort of after that, I started an apprenticeship and ended up giving it up for nearly 20 years.
Yeah, okay.
So it wasn't until 3-4 years ago now I ended up buying a bike and just going up to the local track and got a feel for it again and started mixing with people, and then I started sponsoring the club and helping out in the committee, and it sort of just grew from there. And then
and then he found me and I started managing his career and it's just skyrocketed.
Oh, mate, look at him now. He's flying now.
Oh, mate, no, it's me water boy in the dummy grid that's giving me the juice.
Oh, mate, I was only giving you a bit of a prep up. I was giving you a little bit of a tickle to keep you on your toes, mate. That's all that was.
Darcy, in case you don't know, the new joke is that while I've been out of action, that Tom's actually Gerds' track wife.
Oh, the amount he talks about him, it was no secret.
Yeah, what I was going to say, I think it's a case of what happens in Appen stays in Appen.
And what happened in Brisbane is not to be spoken about.
I think you guys better be careful what you say. You're going to be getting drug tested, Girds, with when Tom's using slang like juice in your bottle and that sort of stuff. Yeah, what is and your lap times have definitely improved. I'm thinking the bike's a big part of that as well, giving you confidence, being comfortable, all that sort of stuff. But yeah, maybe we need to send the race secretary your way with a swab.
No, it's fine. Send it, mate. You'll only come across Panadol and Nurofen. Well, back to where I was. I think we had young Brandon Burns going up to AF10 last year. I was riding the Cowie, and Ange goes, "Oh, do you want to go up and follow him and support him?" I thought, "Oh yeah, righto." So we went up there, and loved the series, loved the layout, and it was my first time on 19s. And then we ended up having a crack and doing the whole series, and Ange got in and started doing the flagging and the lights and started mixing with everyone and whipping me in the ass and telling me to have a go, and ended up coming 4th overall in the series.
Yeah, I was going to say, last year you were just off the podium.
I think I was only a few points off 3rd for the series, and I thought, wow,
only just. I remember thinking, who the bloody hell's this bloke come flying in? But
in all fairness, I reckon he would have had a relatively decent shot at 3rd last year, except for he folded the front of the bike over in Brisbane.
The front in Brisbane, yeah.
On the flat track day, and I remember standing there putting the last lap board out, and he was in 2nd, and I'm standing there waving the checkered flag, and a few of the boys went past on their bikes, and I thought, shit, where's Girds? And he come across the line last, and the visor on his helmet was flapping in the breeze, giving me a wave. So I think if he had been able to snag that 2nd place, it could potentially have been enough to get him on the podium overall. So
I think he had the same sort of scenario, race 1 in Brisbane, where the whole field went around and didn't exactly see the 28 bike, and
that was a very gnarly crash.
He sort of come back in with a few profanities, and what was that? But it seems like history repeated itself there.
Profanities isn't the word for what happened when I got the text message saying I've crashed in Brisbane.
Well, yeah, definitely.
I didn't know what was going on.
Run us through that, Neil. What happened there? Just a front wheel washout, or?
Well, really, really gnarly. Actually, it's never happened to me before. I've got a pre-existing shoulder injury from when I was 15. I actually cracked my shoulder blade in half and dislocated my shoulder. I had a little bit of trouble with it in between, but I've never actually dislocated it since. And I was just coming down the straight, and I've just hit a wet patch and started tank slapping. Now, whether it's because my leathers were tight, I don't know, but actually just from the tank slapping and me holding on, it had actually ripped my arm out of its socket.
Oh, wow.
And I got to the stage where I was coming up to the corner and I couldn't brake and hold on, so I basically just had to lean down and just slide into the wall. And then I was on the ground holding it, I felt it pop back in. And by that time, like, the medics were halfway over. I thought, oh, no, I can get up here now. I can move it. I'll jump back on. Otherwise, they probably wouldn't let me race. Yeah. Anyway, I got back on, and then I got up to the grid, and they ended up excluding me from the race. So I missed
Which I think is pretty ordinary, because if they excluded you due to a red flag, well, as far as I'm concerned, there was about 30 red flags throughout both days, and not a hell of a lot of riders got told to go back to the pits.
No, it's actually in the rules that it should be a staggered restart.
Well, that's true. Yeah, the restarts were same formation again, which maybe you causing the stoppage, I would have agreed that you went to the back of the starting or back of the grid, but being excluded altogether, that kind of hurt your.
Yeah, there was a little bit of confusion. Like
there's a crossover. If you look in the MOMs, there's a crossover in the rules between dirt track and flat track. So in dirt track, generally, as a rule, if you're the person that causes the red flag, you are excluded from the race. Whereas in your flat track, the rules clearly state that if the race is under 75% completed, then you start from the back. You start on the back penalty line. So I think
why were you told to leave? Why were you excluded?
Well, when we lined back up on the grid, like we actually went around, lined back up the grid. There was a few people barking and carrying on and having a whinge about the bloke that got red flagged and what happens to him. And then Mark actually said, "Well, you can go to the back and staggered restart." I was going to go to the back, and then they changed their mind and said, "Right, you're out of the race." I said, "Oh, okay, that's a bit strange." And then I actually went to protest it the next day after I went back and read the rule book. And yeah, they've changed the protest now from
48 hours to
30 minutes.
Half an hour.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's only half an hour now. So I just had to take it on the chin, rock up with a bit of vengeance and send it and try and get some points back.
Well,
yeah, that's disappointing.
I understand rules are rules, but then again, I did see on the Sunday that the same rider twice in your class did cause red flags, and they were restarted again at the back of the grid. So
I think they were in the same race too, wasn't it?
I think it was. That's what I mean. It was the same. It was two restarts in the one race, and it was the same rider that caused red flags. That's what Darcy and I were talking at the last pod. I kind of think the red flag come out too often in instances where riders did get back up. There was times that the red flag was warranted. I do agree with that. And but yeah, I just, you know what I mean? Like the series is fresh, it's new. They're trying to do teething things. Few people are going to miss out. The same with the qualifying thing. Some people were in first qualifying group and it was great. Some people in the last qualifying group and the track was, you know what I mean, really slow. So I think at the end of the day, it's a luck of the draw. But the way you come back on that Sunday was, look, shit happens. Yesterday was yesterday, and let's give it hell. And when you come out in that second and third race, especially winning both races by 5 seconds, that was like, man, this guy's either got the shits or he's got some determination. That's what I was like.
Definitely had the
shits. I was definitely on the ring jumping up and down going, yeah, man, you got to turn it. You know, exclude me? Fine, exclude me. No worry. I'll come back tomorrow and we'll buy your asses. So, no, I was pumped to see that, man. I'm not only saying this because I'm one of your mates, but I'm saying it as another competitor. Like, that was impressive, dude.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that.
I've within my community, within within my own sort of riding community, with people that I'm sort of friends with and everything, like a lot of them were sending me messages about how incredible his riding was on the Saturday afternoon, and then again obviously on the Sunday. So yeah, it was really good, really rewarding for him to take that gold after last season, and then, you know, obviously a bit of a mediocre start to this season in terms of Appen being cancelled, and, you know, the first rounds being canned due to the weather, and then the crash in Brisbane. So yeah, it just goes to show you that hard work and determination pays off, I guess.
Yeah, well, you're sitting third overall at the moment, which according to my points here. So yeah, it's still in grasp, as we were just saying to young Jett Carter before. You know, it's early days, and you don't know who's going to turn up to the next rounds, what's going to happen to them during training and that sort of stuff as well. So yeah, you're definitely in there to take it out this year if the rest of the season goes well for you, and I hope it does. And like, I agree with Tom, you were making it look easy. Sorry, I actually made a mistake on the other pod. I said that you won all of them but one. But yeah, the first one you didn't quite clinch that one. But yeah, the second and third race, yeah, you were killing it. Like, yeah, 5 seconds is a massive gap, and you look really comfortable. They actually look effortless. Were you? What have you been doing with your fitness and that much, or?
Oh,
It's just
on the tractor, I wouldn't say is much fitness.
Don't you tell Darcy? Look at him. He looks like an absolute athlete, mate. He's
Well,
the pure definition of a peak performance athlete.
maybe
Neil and I
25
know.
years.
Yeah, Neil and I know firsthand how good. That's why we wear them. You know, they pull in all the bits that normally stick out. So, you know, that's one advantage. Makes you a bit more streamlined.
Yeah. No, the leathers are good.
And what about changing from Kawasaki to Husqvarna? What's that done for you?
I've got to
Made
say,
him faster. Isn't it obvious?
that's got to be the best decision I've ever made. Not only Matt's got those bikes absolutely dialed in, like with his experience, you know, and all his titles and working with all the professionals, that he's just on point. Like that bike, I couldn't ask for any faster, more comfortable bike. And then the team, they're a good group of guys as well. They're good to get along with. I get plenty of pointers off them. They point out what I'm doing wrong. They help me with what I'm doing right. Yeah, they're good.
Yeah, awesome. So it's the team thing's sort of a new concept in our sport, even though it's always, you know, everyone's always got a support team behind them, whether it's family, friends, etc. But it's sort of elevating it a little bit with the AFTN and having teams come in and that you sound like you're enjoying that atmosphere and do you think that elevates the sport for you as well? And
I think it does. Like, not only that, it makes it easier as a rider, like, because we've got the truck. We can just load the truck up, send a driver up in the truck. I can jump in a plane, fly to Brisbane, you know, stay at the hotel, get to the track. My bike's there. We've got a mechanic on site. Something's wrong. Mechanic, like young Jack, he hooks into it, does a great job. And then, yeah, pack the bike up, jump on the plane and fly home. Like, you couldn't ask for a better experience.
Yeah, it sounds like
magic.
magic.
Rider over here. I can't talk. I get the same treatment as well, so I love it.
Yeah, well, I make my riders get in the car and drive 20 hours, but you know, we can't.
He's going to listen to you.
All,
he's going to listen to you sing Savage Garden and AC/DC on the way up too.
Baby steps, yeah, and I do it.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with a bit of Akadaka. Come on.
Yes, dear.
What did you say?
Nothing.
Yeah,
good. Don't. You're the best. I love it.
And just tell him to do what he's told and shut up. That's all you got to do. Yeah, fantastic. So you definitely look. It can't just be the bike that's made you faster. I mean, I think you've always had the skills there. It's just being comfortable. That thing of when you're comfortable on a bike. So, like you're saying, it's dialed in and set up. I would be interested to see you do it back. Like if you gave you, you've probably sold the Quacker, have you, or have you still got it?
I actually sold it to a bloke in Brisbane. I was
right.
to see it there.
Yeah, okay.
That's his local track there, but yeah, I didn't end up seeing it unless it was there and I didn't notice. But he's changed it. Yeah.
I'd love to see the comparison. You know, if you let Matt set up the Kawasaki and you had both bikes there and went back to back, I'd love to see time comparisons.
The layout of the track's the same. You could just compare lap times through CompuTime from last year to this year. But
you're right. It's completely different as well. I'll tell you the secret, Darcy.
Oh.
The new bike.
Don't give too much away.
I had to sacrifice my new kitchen. So Jett has been told this bike better perform, and he better perform on the bike, or it's getting sold so that I can have my new kitchen.
Right. Now you're right. We
to his head.
Totally understand the motivation now, Gerds. Yeah.
I've got to get out there and ride my ass off.
Yeah, better. Yeah, that's good. You do need motivation, I think, to perform. So, yeah, Levi's not looking too impressed there. Oh, now he's smiling. Yeah, good work.
Yeah. You show off.
These his motorbike arms. He does these ones.
Yeah, I usually
he's doing weird.
He can hear me, but I don't know how well he can see me. I usually make babies cry, and that's actually a fact. It's not. I don't know what it is about me. Apparently, I'm pretty creepy. My kids reckon. So, but yeah, I make most babies cry. Actually, we're at the footy today, and I made a baby cry. So there you go.
I don't know what's scarier, the fact that you make babies cry or the fact that you seem pretty proud of it.
A little bit
yeah,
from column
yeah.
A, a little bit from column B.
No, I'm not proud of it, but I'm intrigued by it. So I sort of go up, and that maybe make me freakier because I sort of go up going, hello, like that. And, yeah.
Mate, if you
they
do
just
that to
burst
me,
out
I'd
crying.
freaking cry. So don't you worry, it's not just babies.
Levi is actually he's an AFTN baby.
He's an AFTN baby.
He's a result of last year's celebration at Gunnedar's podium.
Oh, that's right.
Please tell me you had the medal
I
on.
can't take it any more podiums, otherwise we're gonna have more running around.
Yeah, I've
Tom,
got a.
Tom, do you have any news you want to share after Girds' podium win at Brisbane? Like, are you going to be announcing 2 extra legs and a heartbeat soon?
I don't. No comment.
What happens in Brisbane stays in Brisbane until you're going to explain it 9 months later.
Exactly right. Let's just say that Girds' delay at Sydney Airport wasn't exactly plane related. It was
It was bromance related.
There was another relation.
Oh,
you know what stands out of that comment, Ange? I love the fact that you think that Tom's the receiver, not the giver. I love it. My man can't be the receiver.
He rides for Yamaha. He's definitely a receiver.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Yeah, fucking I find that funny and I ride a Yamaha.
Yeah, that's right. So what does that say about you?
Oh, yeah. Well, I ride a Harley too. Maybe I think that evens it out a little.
Oh, that
maybe not.
I'll bring it back up. Yep. How'd you go on the Harley? Did you like it?
Actually, it's a lot better than you would think it would be. And I saw a post from Paul Kasich saying he rode a standard frame one, and he couldn't think of anything worse sort of scenario. Well, he didn't enjoy it sort of thing. But I've always liked riding weird stuff and things that aren't perfect. So I actually really enjoyed it. So
gutter.
This is getting wild.
Oh yeah.
This is influence. This is why.
Yeah, Ange actually sort of warned me. Well, gave me a warning without me realizing. She said, "What am I going to talk about?" And I just realized that she's actually the bad influence and's going to bring this podcast down. So I probably should have said, just put Neil on.
I can go.
No,
wouldn't
you got to
be
stay.
Yeah, it wouldn't be the same without you guys. You're part of the
look at
racing family. Definitely. I just did the a podcast with the 3 organisers or operators of the Netherlands Dutch flat track the other day. We just launched it actually. Shameless plug. So check that one out. And they all say that they love the atmosphere in the pits and the people that come to our sport and racing. And I mean, it's the same. That's what we've got going on here. I love coming up that way and seeing you guys and seeing your smiling faces and being happy and everything. And I consider you guys good friends in my racing family, and look forward to coming up and competing against you and watching the arse end of you now, Girds, that you're on that bike. But
you gave me a good run in Albury.
Yeah, unfortunately, Griffith wasn't my weekend. That was shit. I know you said, well, Ange made me feel real great because I was actually really down on myself going, I just couldn't get it to hook up or anything. And I think I know what the problem was. But anyway, and she goes, oh, yeah, Girds was having a shocking night too. And you're fucking killing me. And I'm going, oh.
Good on. Like that. I literally was watching him on the track thinking, fuck, Girds, go back to bed and try again.
Yeah.
We're not here to fuck spiders, mate. Like, seriously, get your shit together.
Last time you said
geez.
that, 9 months later, Levi popped up. So I don't know.
Yeah, and they've actually got a really good insulated camper, like soundproof camper, because Brendan and I were camping next year that night. I heard nothing.
Oh, I forgot. No, it was on the Sunday night. You guys had gone.
Oh, had we?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, that would be why then. Yeah.
Yeah, half
that
of
would be
Canada
it.
heard
That'd be
it,
it.
not you.
Yeah, now they can see the result. Yeah, he's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. Making me.
Well, he was conceived at Canada, and then he was going to be born at first round.
It happened. Yeah. It's definitely an AFTM baby, isn't it?
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, he's the little AFTM poster boy. So I don't know whether that's a good omen for gold medals, in 16 years or.
Well, it could be a good way to get government grants if we say, we can increase the population by racing motorbikes. But yeah, get some money into the sport.
Can I just say I've only got 2 in me, so that's it. Like, and then one more, and that's it. I'm not contributing any more to the population.
So that's got to be a podium at Appen then, does it, Neil? Or?
Yeah.
No,
I think it's got to be a championship win.
For the next at least probably 12
championship win.
For the next 12 months, he gets on a pat on the back for any of his achievements, because anything else is unsafe.
Safety first, all right? You got to wear leathers, and then you got to wear leathers, all right?
We're all as bad as each other. We're terrible.
I'm pretty sure you got your letters mixed up there, Tom.
Anyway,
yeah, that's it. So next year, moving forward, which is I'm probably going way ahead of where your mind's at. You're gonna have a go at the Pro 450 class, or what will happen?
I actually surprised myself in Brisbane. My times were pretty good on the TT. It would have made Pro 450A class.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
I believe. So if I keep that up, well, then everyone's going to start, asking questions. This guy should probably be moving up to pros. I like to, I'm nearly pushing 40, but I'd like to give it a crack. I sort of, like I said before, I gave it up for nearly 20 years, so I sort of missed out on that prime area of going out and competing for championships and different titles. So I'm only getting older, so I may as well get out there and have a go at it.
That's the way. That's the way.
Awesome. Yeah. And that's a great thing about our sport. It is physically demanding, but I think age isn't as big a factor as, motocross and that sort of stuff.
That's right. Yeah.
There are some bloody awesome older motocross riders out there still that can still cut a lap. But I think it's dirt tracks a little or flat tracks a little bit easier on you, I think. Obviously,
Pinky's a good example.
Yeah, he is.
Pinky, like he's he looks like he's molded around his motorcycle. he's seen a few rotations of the sun, and and he's quick, like he's competitive. He's really good.
Yeah, real competitive.
He's top rate too.
And that's on a bloody Kawasaki. Give him your Husqvarna and let's see
what
he can
have to. If I keep him on the Cowie, he might not beat me,
Wait till I make my comeback. I'll be on a green machine, so
we might have to change that.
Yeah,
I reckon if you keep going on about it, Neil, you might be able to improve the sales at Davies Motorcycles. If you win the championship, you might be able to get some commission. I tried last time I was there, and I got told I got Buckley's.
Well, we did get some Husky jumpers.
Yeah, I didn't even have to buy a bike to do that. I just had to put my life on the line. That's all I had to do.
Is that's all? Yeah, no,
that's all.
Yeah, I couldn't do what you do, Tom.
You definitely got some big Kahutas swinging off the side of Matty Davies. I'll give you that, mate.
Oh, I can't even believe half the year. No, I can believe it. It's pretty freaking awesome. Once you do it, like the Aussie long track final at the start of the year, I got off the bike and I could have done 20 more laps. It was more the adrenaline, me yelling at Matt like hurry up, go faster. It's yeah, mate, it's a different beast. It's put a horn on a jellyfish. It's the only way to explain it. It's
And you're heading up to Porcupine, is it?
Proserpine, yeah.
Porcupine.
That's right. Yeah, well, that'll do. That'll do. I've had about 7 different variations of it, but yeah, no, we're heading up there in. I'm actually heading to the New South Wales long track titles this weekend to watch and take some notes for Darcy. And then 2 weeks after that, we jump on the bird and head up to Airlie Beach and try and get that number 1 plate. That one there.
That's the guy.
Try and take that boy home.
And then it's the week after that has happened, isn't it?
No, a week after that is the Victorian titles. And then a week after that is the Cooper Classic and MotoGP. And then a weekend after that is Appen. And then I think
that sounds a long way away.
That is Gunnedah. So it's all end of October, start of November, it's all happening.
Yeah, we've got on the 9th of November, we've got Griffiths TT Twilight.
Yep.
I saw that one, yeah.
Yep, I'll be there.
So that's round 3 for us because our round 3 got canned the other weekend due to the weather. So we've been lucky enough to secure a new date. So that'll keep us all busy. Love a good twilight at our track.
Yeah, I might
came
make
to
it
Twilight, Das?
Sorry?
Was the one you came to with us Twilight?
It sure was. Yeah, it was a huge day. They were a huge weekend that weekend.
What time does that kick off on Saturday? On the Saturday?
On the Saturday, we normally do sign on from probably about 11. Racing by 3 generally.
All right, that'll actually work out a lot better.
And then we normally run through till sort of around that 10, 11 o'clock, depending on our entries and that sort of stuff. We normally have to have a pretty decent break.
For the sun.
Once the sun sort of drops, because it just hits the riders straight in the eyes. So we normally have to wait for that sun to drop right down before we start racing. So we normally use that as a dinner break.
All right, I might have to whip the 450 out of the shed with some 19s on it then, Girds, and
do it.
Take some paint off your plastics.
Show me what you got, big boy.
Oh, mate, I tell you what, it'd be me and you over the fence.
Yeah, baby.
If there's riding's anything like his go-karting, Girds, we're in trouble.
Hey, Darcy, you've seen me ride, mate. You know, it's like a wrecking ball. It's called the Juggernaut.
Well, I reckon I'm going to come to that one too. So don't worry, I'll fend them off for you, Girds. I'll just make sure I keep pushing them out to the outside.
I'm going to make sure I'm on the inside.
I'll just play under the table.
I'm going to make sure I'm in gate 1 so I can literally just go from 1 to 12 back to 1 again.
So will they have a 19s class? They're going to carry it through the championship, aren't they?
Yeah. So the only class that we were questionable about not carrying through the championship with us introducing the TT track was the sidecars. Only because obviously the sidecars shouldn't, probably could, but shouldn't hit the TT jump.
I love the wording. I was waiting for you to go, the sidecars can't do the jump, but I'd be like, bullshit.
I looked at you and I thought, no, I've got to re-choose my words here.
I've been on a motocross sidecar. That jump there, that's nothing. That's
Yeah. So that was the only one that we were questionable about, and I kind of raised with the committee that I didn't think it was fair that we offered a 3-round championship and then cut the sidecars out of it for the final round, just because we've chosen to introduce our TT track. So when I did the race program, we agreed we put the sidecars out first on the race program so that we could you know, obviously leave the track open and then put the barricades up in between to direct the riders for the rest of the TT series. So yeah, no, there'll definitely be 19s there. So that'll I'd say
It's been a very successful class.
It has been a very successful class. So when I actually advocated for the 19s class to be introduced to our race program, and a lot of our committee that still run the 2118 tire profiles weren't really enthusiastic about introducing it. And I basically said, well, it's the way that the sport's developing, you know, with the hype on the American scene and all the rest of it.
Well, the world scene, everyone in the world's doing it.
Yeah, world scene.
Yeah. Well, so we agreed what we'd do is we'd introduce it with a like a minimum entry requirement. So if we didn't get 6 riders, we wouldn't run the class. So I was watching the entries like crazy, and I definitely was cheering when we got over that 6 riders, and we ended up with almost a full grid, and it's been pretty consistent with our entries since. So I'll take credit for that one. I'll take credit for the open women's as well. So we've introduced two new classes to our roast program since I've been on the committee, and I'll take the credit for both.
Yeah, good works, and thanks for the sales, because I've sold a few wheels to riders up that way, which is awesome.
Yeah,
so and now so you should have a few extra guys come out. Maybe they haven't got confidence yet. I'm not sure what their level of racing is, but hopefully that brings a few more to the grid. And I wanted to know, can I race the Harley in that class? Is it an open 19s, or was there a size?
It is an open 19s class.
Yeah,
no, it is definitely an open 19s class. But with our supregs for all of our events, we run directly with the moms. So you could run what class would you normally run the Harley in? The twins. So classic and twins. You can run 19s in any one of our classes. We don't have tire. The supregs actually say that with the exclusion of the moms actually say with the exclusion of the like the junior bikes that are allowed to have the motocross tire profiles on them, that seniors have no stipulations. So you can roll up to the grid for the Pro 450 class with either a 19 setup or a 2118, and you can't be turned away.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's more the engine capacity I was wondering about. Yeah.
No, well, it's an open, so I think the engine capacity is fine.
Bring the hog out and race the 19s and the clubman class so I can whoop you twice.
Clubman, they don't have a clubman, do you?
Yeah, we do. Clubman's one of our biggest entry points as well. We the last 2 race meets we've actually had we've had full grid and heats. Yeah. We actually pull, depending on who's around, we actually pull more entries in our clubman class than what we do our Pro 450 and our Pro Open. So
far out.
Yeah, that, and the only other class that rivals it is our nippers class, where the last 2 race meets we've had something crazy like 22 nippers burning around the track. So
future is bright.
Yeah, that was the biggest thing I noticed as well. Like, I know we only got practice in and before the heavens opened up, but that was one thing I did see, the amount of nippers that were there, 50cc riders.
Even at Condo today, I think they had 14 nippers or high powered 50s.
Yeah, right. Okay.
And there was only 4 Pro 450s.
Yeah, right.
Heaps of juniors, but yeah.
What I like seeing is the riders that I used to compete against in the Pro 450 class when I was younger, is their kids on nippers and like coming through. Like, you see the names of like McCosta and McNamara and Hunter and things like that coming up through, and it's awesome to see that the parents are still giving their kids an opportunity to come dirt track or flat track racing too, and especially at Griffith. Like I think Nepean has got a fairly decent junior representation, but then again, a lot of it comes from Curry and Central Coast too. But it was it was awesome to see. I spoke to a couple of parents, and they were just over the moon that their kid wasn't out there on their own. There was sort of 20 others there with them having an absolute ball. I reckon it's freaking amazing.
Yeah, our 85cc class, the younger age bracket of the 85, so the 9 to under 13s. That's another one that we're pretty much sitting at a full grid. We only need like a few extra sort of when I say blow-ins, I mean like not the regular crew that we see on the entry list to push us over into heats in that as well. So if our junior classes keep growing the way that they are, the future for our club definitely looks bright. If all of these kids carry on into senior and all of that sort of stuff. So there's some talent on the grid too, which is awesome to see.
We got young Guy French, which unfortunately had a bit of a rough run there in Brisbane. And we got Brody Ford as well.
Yeah, Brody's just taken off into sliders.
So he's doing is it SG4 they call it, the junior sliders?
Oh yeah, SGP4.
But
that class.
Yeah, he knows how to tear it up on his. He's a Yamaha rider, so he knows how to tear it up on his 65 and his 85. But even young Javier Gannon, he's only just into comp age, so this is his first real year of competition riding, and
he come 5th at the junior titles.
5th at the junior titles, and he's not long turned 7 sort of thing. So they're just fearless. Like there's just no stopping them.
Doing really well.
I'll tell you what that comes down to is they've got to go to school on Monday. So if they come off, they'll be like, I get to miss school. If we come off, we miss work. And that's a no-no.
Well, you go to work in pain.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
There's only 2 scenarios.
You got another thing to whinge about.
When you come off your motorbike, you will still be going to school on Monday.
He's like,
drum that into him every night before he goes to sleep.
Yeah. He's gonna go, you want a good night's sleep?
Hey, I was just checking on Facebook. I have my dates right. So Matt Davies will be able to come on the 9th to Griffith for the night meeting on his twin, because he's going over to New Zealand a weekend before or something, I think it is. He should be right. He should be right to bring his twin and show us how it's done against all the 450s, won't he?
Oh, he brought it out last meeting.
He'll be counted in this too.
Sorry, what was that? Yeah, we counted. Yeah.
Oh,
that was a low blow.
Darcy's going to put a protest in and ask what frame he's running.
Nah, not at all, mate. I think he should be scored. Yeah. We all know how I feel about that.
I can't see the logic in why he wasn't. But
anyway, look, it's like Tom mentioned before. There's some teething things going on, and we just all have to be patient. It's normal, with new series and that sort of thing. And
they run a good show, though. Like teething issues aside, it's
it's a great show.
100%. We're all backing it. We're all behind it.
Yeah.
And it's constructive criticism. So
definitely.
Hopefully, I don't take it as us shitting on it, because that's definitely
not
we're trying
at all.
to give some sort of input or opinions to say, like, ideas.
Exactly.
Not take every word that I say, but if they go, oh well, you know what, we can do something similar that they didn't think of before. There's nothing worse than people sitting in the background and watching it turn to shit because everyone keeps their mouth shut because they're afraid of offending someone. We wanted to get bigger. We wanted to get massive. We wanted to be huge. So it's the only reason why we're...
And we don't want anyone with a custom frame sitting there going, I wish I could do the series. We want all the twins in Australia to turn up, So, open it up and just see what happens, I think. And like we've said on the other pods, Matt's an awesome racer. He's got a lot of experience. He's going to be good on whatever you put him on. So,
yeah, not bad for someone that's like just come out of their 5th retirement.
Yeah, so, And I'm actually really excited to see how he goes at the Clay Classic in New Zealand there, and he'll be adapting again to a bike he doesn't know and stuff. It should be awesome to see. So
I
I'm
almost
sure.
contemplated saying to Gerds, should we get some tickets and go to New Zealand to support Matt? Until I saw on social media it's actually his honeymoon and he's just thrown it in the mix. So I thought, oh no, we better leave him and Tani to it.
No, good. Book me a ticket too. I'll definitely go over there and cause a ruckus.
You're babysitting then, Tom. If I pay for you to come to New Zealand with us, you're in charge of this little dude.
Oh fuck! I'll do that. Fuck Tom, I'm coming.
He's gonna learn some things. I live in Western Sydney, so you can only imagine the corruption I can cause.
Yeah,
I was going to say, I almost when I suggested it, I was having like visuals of The Hangover.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you've got it all wrong. You actually need someone to babysit Tom. You need a responsible person to babysit Levi, like someone more like me, that can cameraman and hold babies all at the same time.
We've got the baby carrier in his room. You can just prop him up on your chest.
Yeah, we name him Carlos. He'll be
exactly.
All right. Yeah. You walk in and go, "Where's Tom and Levi?" And I'll be parked out on the chair, and he'll be just going.
Yeah, I outrank. Well, as far as I know, Tom, I outrank you. I've done it 3 times, and they're all still alive. So I'm a trusted babysitter.
Yeah, that's all right. You just make them cry and scare the shit out of them.
Jesus. Oh yeah,
they're alive. They just don't like you.
Like Ange said, with those chest baby carriers, you can turn them away from you, so you won't see me. So you won't.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah. You wouldn't cry anyway.
All right, here's your first test, boys. He's got a dirty nappy. Who's taking him to change him?
I'm out.
No worries.
I'm out.
No dramas.
I'm out.
Dude.
You'll be cleaning up dirty nappy and then Tom spew. So you got a choice. Dirty nappy or dirty nappy and Tom spew. So
you bloody sook. You're a sook.
Yep.
Bit of shit never hurt anyone.
Well, if you say so.
You haven't smelt Levi's poo yet, Darcy.
I'm gonna ruffle a few feathers and say I live with a house full of women. I deal with shit every day.
Right, guys, it was a great podcast. I'll see you later on.
Oh, yeah, look at that. She's shocked.
And on that note, Gerds is sleeping with the husky tonight.
Oh, Gerds didn't say that. He only giggled. It was the gentle.
At least it won't back at me.
Sorry, what was that?
At least it won't talk back.
Yeah. I think there's too much testosterone around for you, Ange. You're outnumbered today, 4-1.
Oh, I didn't face her.
Doesn't worry me. I give it as yeah.
She can hold her own.
I can play the game. Don't worry.
Levi's even the dummy now. He's going, don't put that in me, man.
We're Blaine here giving me sly looks.
Yeah. Come on, give it back.
Don't you join the boys club? You're mummy's boy.
Oh, nice.
Nah.
Well, look, if Mum gives up kitchens to buy dirt bikes, I think she's a pretty good mum. Be about mummy's boy, Levi.
I haven't told her that she's going to give up the kitchen to buy his bikes now.
That was the generation.
I was actually going to say a little bit earlier, but I couldn't get a word in. How are we going to deal with this kitchen? How are we going to sort that out so Ange gets a new kitchen, Neil?
Oh, you can start a GoFundMe. Go for it.
Good idea. There we go. Solution. No, we can't do it.
Know that I actually messaged our builder today and was like, "Hey, next time you're coming through the point, can you call in and let's get this kitchen quoted? Gerds needs a push."
take some measurements.
I haven't won the title yet. I'll win the title first, then we'll do the kitchen.
Yeah, and does the builder mind being paid in motorcycles or?
Well, his kids race, so he'd probably appreciate
He'd be.
a nice husky to, you know, tuck away in the shed for later.
What do they race? Motocross or dirt track?
Motocross. It was young Brody Ford that we were talking about before. So he does do a bit of motocross, but yeah, flat track, and he's just getting into the sliders now. So
yeah, right.
Yeah. So no, I'm sure he'll appreciate a nice husky sitting there ready for when Brody goes senior.
I feel like there's a bit of a boost in Speedway at the moment. Are you seeing that through your club?
Not so much through our club because we don't like we don't obviously offer the slide like the Speedway. But yeah, definitely seeing a lot of it filter through on the social media and stuff like that. Like a lot of young riders that
like Cooper Antone.
That like sort of following and getting to know along the way that are going that way. So
I Reed Batty as well. You know, he's spent a lot of time on a speedway bike.
Yeah.
Well, what Craig Boyce and Mick Holden all are doing with the Speedway experience, they're offering like come and try days on. I know they're doing it on 500s, but I'm sure you could come and try a 125 or a 250 Speedway bike too. So they're offering that. I'm pretty sure it's mainly at Nepean. But if anyone else wants to have a go at a Speedway bike, get in contact with Craig Boyce and you can feel it out and see if you like it. That's definitely boosting the sport, and it's giving people more track time as well, which is what's pretty scarce at the moment now. So it's massive hats off to those guys for what they're doing for Speedway in general too.
No, it's good to see all of it. That's for sure.
Yeah, I think that the results are there for them. Let's keep people coming to the flat track and racing on 19s. Don't get too excited about speedway and sidecars and all that sort of stuff. And actually, one of the other things I loved about coming up to Griffith, I won't do it again, I don't think, because it could be part of the parcel, but I could actually drive up there in one day and do the meeting. With the twilight meeting, it was really good. We left early in the morning and but the other observation I made is you get a good crowd, like pretty good crowd turn up. Do you do much advertising for that, or that's pretty much just the local buzz? They come to watch the racing.
Mostly, local buzz. I generally try and plug it pretty heavy on the socials. And it's been around, like the Pine Speedway's been around for, I think 1947. We worked out that the club, Griffith Motorcycle Sports Club, was sort of established, and then from there it's got so much success in the past. As well. So, around town, a lot of people enjoy that, that atmosphere. There's not many people in town that don't have a story to tell about something they've seen at the Pines in their time, especially like from back when we used to have the motocross track and all the rest of it through it as well. So, mostly, local or relatively local.
We're starting to get a lot of riders make the travel now, like yourself.
No, we're talking more about spectators and stuff like that, though. So
we're drawing a lot more. Like the club itself, also drawing a lot more riders from further away. Like we had Jed Fife and Maddie come up a fair bit. Yourself. I know Tom wants to come down and have a crack.
Yeah.
I did. I know you had Jett on earlier. Jett Carter. Jett Carter is known to enjoy a lap or two around the Pines as well. So
Pinky as well. He likes to come up. Like now that the new committee, new club, we've done a lot of renovations. Like the facilities are good. The pits, we've got a brand new set like pits there. New fencing, like it's great.
Yeah,
it is a really good setup. I was not that I was quite surprised when I got in there. I was seeing that all the amenities were great. they could have put the bacon and eggs on a little earlier in the morning, but you know what I mean. One step at a time. But no,
Bloody picky.
I definitely enjoyed it, and like I said, well, Matt and I only did practice, but as soon as we got onto the track, I felt comfortable straight away. It was real consistent, real good layout sort of track.
Yeah, Tommy Armstrong, he's also an Australian title holder. He does the grading. He owns a excavation business, earth moving business. He comes up with his grader and he does all the track prep.
Yeah, right.
He does a really good job.
He takes a lot of pride in so basically because of his past experience with racing and all of that sort of stuff. He takes a lot of pride in how the track's presented. He won't present the track as anything other than something that he wouldn't be happy to ride on himself. So nice. In terms of taking the weight off, a lot of our other volunteers that gave up their time to assist us with track prep and all the rest of it, Tom and his team, like there's been times like with the TT track, Tom had almost a good fleet of his machines and his staff up at the track. The staff are getting paid to work, but Tom's not charging the club for the TT, so we'd be absolutely lost without the support of Armstrong plant and equipment hire when it comes to our track prep this year. It's just gone from it's just improved like so much, having that person that just
takes the weight off everyone,
takes pride in what they're doing, and just takes control. Like half the time, we'll go to a committee meeting once a month and you'll say, oh, how's the track, does it need prep work? And Tommy will say, oh no, don't worry about it, I brought the grader up last weekend, it's already done, it's good to go for the next meeting. So him and his team are absolute legends when it comes to our track work.
Yeah, fantastic. So the next twilight, the 9th of November 2024, hopefully we'll be up at that one. That's don't think I've got it.
TT round. We've got
enduro.
We've got an enduro, Pony Express enduro next weekend out at Helicon Park. So that's set to be a fun event for anyone that's interested in the enduro scene. Yep. I'm just looking at our race calendar because we do have so on the 19th of October, we've also got a twilight dirt, it'll be a TT track RPA.
Yep.
So for anyone who hasn't ridden at Griffith and is interested in giving the track a try before committing to that round 3 race meet, you've got the TT to come up and give it a burn and see what you think, and hopefully enjoy the fun.
What date was that, sorry?
19th of October.
Oh, October. Yeah.
The week before
Appen.
Yeah.
So originally we had our annual Twilight Showdown scheduled for the weekend that Appen is now happening, and after the week after, obviously the original rounds 1 and 2 were washed out. Dave Maddock actually got in contact with us and was very apologetic, and could AFTN steal our date? So we obliged, and so now we've brought our RPA, canned our race meet and brought our RPA a week forward. So
we're hoping to see Dave Maddock come down next year.
Yeah. So is that a spoiler, or like is that confirmed, or?
Oh look, I've been working on Dave since the minute I bloody set foot on the AFTN scene about Griffith being a great option for an AFTN round. So
I think he does really want to push more of it south to make it fair, like for everyone.
Yeah, that'd be great.
It's all coastal, basically. Yeah. Gunnedar's an exception, but it's an Australian, it's a national series, so they want to. I think they do want to spread out a bit further.
Yeah, but for anyone who's been to a Twilight meeting at Griffith, imagine if we could be fortunate enough to steal the season finale of the AFTN under lights at the Pines.
It'd be perfect. Yeah.
And of course, I'll take credit for that too.
Why not?
If you were to run it on the lights, you'd obviously have to run the short circuit or the oval and then the TT. If you'd run on the lights, how would you run 2 rounds? Would you have it on the Friday night, Saturday night, or how would that work?
Oh yeah, I don't know. I mean, ideally the Friday night, Saturday night would probably be prime because then everyone's got Sunday to sort of recover. I don't know.
Don't get me wrong. The idea is unreal because it's another different aspect to the series. Like you've got Appin, which is a hard base track, and you've got Brisbane, which is loose. You've got Gunnedah, which is oil, and then you've got Griffith, which is loose oil and under lights. So it's two the same. Like I love the idea. Don't get me wrong. It's
I sort of feel that you could reverse it and do the TT on Saturday night and then do the oval on Sunday.
Well, if you're finishing at 10 o'clock at night, then you're starting again at 9 in the morning.
No, well, that's it. You could make that because the AFTN. How long does it take to? I mean, even with delays, it's still 8 hours. Maybe.
It's a big race, mate. It's a really big race, mate.
Depends, like there's always things where you've got riders that come off and racing's held up, and I suppose the good thing about oil tracks is track prep. We don't have to worry about water trucks.
Yeah,
we can get it done a lot quicker than we're not fighting the sun and the wind.
Yeah.
It's a bit of an advantage, but
I guess I guess if the idea takes off and Dave says, let's take it to Griffith, well then I guess we'd put it all on the drawing board and look for the best option, I guess.
It might even be that the first year it's just ran during the day like the other rounds, and I mean that's not a bad thing. It's an awesome track, and like Tom's saying, it's another surface. It's a different surface again. I've never ridden there. Well, I sort of rode there during the daytime on that twilight for a practice and stuff, and it was really hot too. Like it was really hot, and the track was fine. So I imagine it would hold up all right during the day.
Hold up well.
It tends to get better as the day goes. Like once those that top layer settles into all the bikes running over it gets better.
Once the heat's in the track, it'd be unreal.
So generally as a rule now, we might do a bit of a fluff up in the break halfway through the day, but it holds well. We're very lucky in that regard that it doesn't, we wouldn't have that downtime that some of the other meetings have got for that track prep.
It'd be great.
Griffiths is one of the 5 last oil tracks left in the country, pretty sure.
And just for the record, when we say oil track, it's fully biodegradable vegetable oil.
Oh, they all are. They all are. Every single one of them. Yeah, you're definitely got to have the EPA measurements in place to keep it environmentally friendly.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't service the old grader on the main straight anymore.
No, not at all. Not at all.
Yeah, the old takeaway shop's getting rid of their oil for nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, well, we'd love to see it.
Tom?
Yeah, we'd love to see it there anyway, no matter how they service the track.
Yeah,
I think it'd be great. And, 6-hour journey instead of, our shortest one being 10 is nothing. Although I learned not to trust maps and go Dakar rallying across the bloody desert to find it, but
didn't Twinkle like it?
I wasn't in Twinkle.
Oh, there you go, mate. You didn't have
Twinkle would love it. Twinkle would eat it up, mate. But and I hear rumours of another track even more south. So that hopefully that all comes to fruition by the end of the season, sort of thing, and gets announced and that can be worked out. That'd be awesome.
That'd be great.
Well, guys, we we better let you go and do a bit of what Levi or 501's currently doing, and have a bit of shut eye. Thanks for joining us, and
Thanks for having us.
Thank you. It's been awesome.
Once again, we apologise about the live side of things. I can't believe that it went so upside down and went pear-shaped, because I had it all sorted last time. But anyway, shit happens.
We'll do a test during the week, Darcy, and figure out the teething issues, and we'll get another one in relatively soon.
Yeah, well, I know I've got it. So I know once we actually got in, it would have been fine. It was just getting in. I don't know why it slopped me out. But anyway, operator error. Maybe I forgot the capital A.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, maybe this is the instant you needed the capital A, Darth.
Maybe it's just explicit content.
Oofed.
Oh, yeah, it could be.
It saw your face. It saw your face and started crying. That's what it was. I don't know.
I like that. I like it, but I don't think my computer's that advanced.
Yeah,
I don't think it has facial recognition. Yeah. You know I like old school stuff, mate. push a button. I like, not bloody face and thumbprints and all that. So I've got the thumbprint thing on my phone, and it's never worked, like ever.
Yeah,
I still have to.
Have you turned it on?
Yeah, but I'll put my thumb on it, and then it asks you to put your password in. So what's the bloody point of putting your thumb on it?
You know, you can turn the thumb off and just have the passcode.
Yeah, I know, but I want the thumb to work. That's the feature of the phone, but it doesn't.
Well, if I can never get it to work. Still had thumbprints, you'd probably be right.
Yeah, I probably burnt them off on my exhaust or something. That's why it hasn't worked.
All your illegal activities, you rubbed all your prints off.
Yeah, right. So that's the end of the podcast.
Well, on that note,
let's end it there. On that note, you look like you had no arms there, mate. Do that again. That's what, yeah, that's what you're going to look like after another couple of years with Davies on that sidecar if you're not careful.
Hey, mate, if it gives me those gold medals, mate, he can rip me arms off if he wants.
I don't know. Do a fancy background. I'm going to have to work on this for next time.
Oh, it's easy. Yeah, easy. That one I can help you with.
That's my favourite rider.
That doesn't say 28, Tom.
Nice.
Oh, it's upside down.
Oh, she's sharp, goods.
She's got me back.
Nothing much gets past me. Don't worry.
He hasn't given me a shirt yet, so I can't exactly back the boy on camera.
I'll get that arranged.
There you go.
Actually,
I would.
Hang on a sec. I've got one for you, Tom. It's just in your size too. No.
No.
No, not that one. Okay.
I thought she was going to show you a dirty nappy then. I thought it was a trick. I thought it was a trick.
I was going to show you that one.
I've got that one.
Oh, well, you should be wearing it.
Well, hey, I had to rep the brand now. I had to rep the cause.
Yeah, he's got a...
Tom, it's in your size too.
Oh, mate, look at that.
I'd be able to put that around one of my arms. I tell you what, I would look absolute mint in that.
I reckon it'll bring out the colour of your eyes.
I'll make you a deal, Ange, and I'll say this on recording. If Girds wins the Clubman, I'll put that on in Gunnedah and do a lap. I'll run the track. I'll do a lap with that on.
You are on.
It's on fire now.
You are on, Darcy.
I really don't want to see that.
But mate, I tell you what, if you reckon you can scare kids, wait till I get that on running up the main straight.
You do realise that's a bodysuit and that goes around your knackers.
No, you do that, then your thumbprint won't work.
He'll be the one chasing me up the main straight.
I think Tom's thumbprint will be the last of his problems if he puts something that little on around his nuts like that.
I'll have a high pitched scream running up the back straight.
Two-stroker.
It'll be the fastest lap time they've ever seen around that track.
I think you're dreaming, brother. If you put that thing on, you're not going anywhere. It will cut off all your circulation. You'll just faint.
Nothing's new.
Yeah, right.
Oh, legends.
All right,
All right,
you
guys.
got some editing to do.
Enjoy your Saturday night. Yeah, thanks for coming
Thanks,
on
guys.
again.
Been a pleasure.
And yeah, we'll see you trackside real soon.
Sounds good. See you guys.
Awesome. Catch you later. What are we doing? Rightio. Yeah, so it's just me and you now, sweetheart.
That's it.
Yeah, look, okay, we didn't get our way for our second birthday, but you know what, guys, that's life. Sometimes I didn't even have my party hat and my whistle ready tonight. So, you know, it was a balls up from the start. As Tom says, I'm not going to put the KLAVR brand on it, but, you know, the KLAVR with the E, yeah, okay, sometimes, you know, this shit seems to happen to me more often than not. But anyway, I've had a ball. We obviously pissed Brendan off, and he took off, but that's all right. He did say he couldn't stay on for long, so he had other engagements. So he's racing tomorrow morning at Albury. Good luck to everyone up there at Albury and everyone that's been racing across this weekend. I think there was it the New South Wales junior titles this weekend? Was it?
Yeah, Coffs Harbour. Pretty sure it was New South Wales junior dirt track titles. Yeah.
Coffs Harbour. So good luck to everyone that's racing there. Good luck to everyone at the club champs at Albury. I did give them a link, but I don't know if they were going to come on. Some of the crew that were there, if they wanted to come on, but yeah, obviously the live thing didn't happen, so things changed anyway. But hopefully they're all having a safe meeting and good time. Yeah, that's Aussie dirt track. But like Ange said, you know, you can ride your 19s anywhere in Australia in any class. Obviously, some people still feel that that will be a hindrance to them because they don't have the experience on them or whatever. But as young Jett said earlier in the podcast, it's a great way to get used to them and get comfortable and get extra seat time on them. So even if you don't have two bikes and you can't chop and change, yeah, I would I tell all my riders, you know, the club day's a club day, and yeah, it's great to get the win and to get to get on the podium. But you know, at the end of the day, an Aussie flat track title is what our team's about, and that's what you should be working towards. So if that means going and not doing as well as you might on 21-18, so the club day, that's what you do. You put the hard work in, and then when it comes to tracks like Brisbane that are a bit trickier, you'll be ready. You'll be ready for it. So
yeah, sorry, it was the New South Wales junior track titles at Coffs Harbour this weekend. I don't want to misinform people, but yeah, good luck to all the young kids in that one, and yeah, can't wait to see them in the seniors.
And two guys, the dirt trackers that are listening and tuning in, thanks for tuning in, guys. We're not against that discipline at all. Please keep supporting the Aussie titles. The numbers have been a bit low, I think, probably because of like what Tom was talking about a couple of pods ago about a whole lot of title meetings, a whole bunch of meetings being really close together. I think that's the proof in the pudding. People just can't do everything. We all know the cost of living hurts some more than others, but you know, at the end of the day, it hurts us all because you can only do so much financially, and eventually it catches up with you. Anyone that races will tell you that you know you need to have a bit of break to recoup the finances. So you just can't do everything, and just like a business, you know, start of the financial year, they have a budget for marketing, a budget for doing this, a budget for doing that. Once those budgets are gone, you're not doing anything until the next financial year. So, and it's the same for the racer if you look at it that way. See, very early on in one of our podcasts, I talked a little bit about money, and it was actually very sort of brisk way I sort of deal with money. But yeah, I still use that system there, and it helps us get to the track. So our top 10 podcasts, just out of interest for everyone, because it has changed since the last time I did this. Funnily enough, Paul Caslick's podcast has gone to the top. Followed by Tom Drain, Jared Brook, the Tank Slapping Cross Pod, Grant Charnock, Wade Carter, everything Bathurst. So that's Jett Carter's dad when we talked about the Bathurst event. Harrison Small, Jordan Dool, James Sorty, and then the Bathurst Long Track. So they're our top 10 performing podcasts that we've done out of our. I actually didn't count up how many it is, but we're getting up there. I don't do like some of the other ones and go, this is episode 178 or whatever. Yeah, we've definitely pumped quite a few out. Go back, have a listen to them if you're all caught up. Listen to the last one with the guys in the Netherlands. Actually really enjoyed doing that. I got up but ugly early to do that one, and I didn't regret it. They're a nice bunch of guys. They like us. They love their racing. They love the community around the racing, and you know, if you want to forego a season of racing in Australia, then you can go over and do some racing in the Netherlands, Germany. They'll put you on to the people over there. It sounds like they've got quite a few tracks and meetings that go on close, and what an experience that would be, you know. And the DTRA over there, the UK racing as well. That's one that I do want to reach out to and see if we can talk to some of the racers over there that are racing and get their thoughts and that about flat track. And this is, you know, what the pod sort of started out to be, was show the community that we've got in the flat track and racing scene. And it's not just flat track. I mean, we've got a few sisters and brothers and sisters sports that, you know, Speedway, sidecars like Tom Northey, dirt track and Speedway. Long track. Even supermoto. I know there's quite a few guys and road that listen to the pod that do those disciplines as well. So it's just a big racing family. We specialise in flat track stuff because you all know why.
This is actually episode 70, if I just counted correctly. So
right, there you
not
go.
Far off the big hundo. We might have to do might have to blow some shit up for the 100th one.
Yeah, I reckon. Yeah, we've got to do some more stuff like that. We got pretty good with Tom's little antics behind the cameras and Dan Leonetti's. We got a few good responses from that actually. So you want
there'll be more of that. Don't you worry, people. There'll be more of that.
A bit more Hoover malarkey by the sounds of it, which is which is interesting. I love that feedback. You know, when we see that feedback, and it helps us. It helps us know sort of which direction to take it for our audience, and the more you guys comment and interact, the more it spurs us on, I think
let us know what you want. Let us know what you want to hear, see. You know what I mean? If you want things like, I don't know, bike reviews or rider profiles or track reviews or anything, just if there's anything you want, send us a message, sling us a text. Just say, what about this? You know what I mean? You're not going to get criticised for giving us an idea or an opinion. We're open to pretty much.
Oh shit, no, and we'll shout you out for it. You know,
we'll
100%. Shout you out.
We'll give you all the credit. Yeah, like don't be definitely don't be afraid to approach us or send us a message. We're just trying to expose the sport that you guys and we love, and if we can shout you out and expose you guys more as well, we're more than happy to do that.
Hats off to that tip of the cap. I think that's all my notes. I've gone through. I'm actually very privileged to be doing this, even though, you know, you hear a lot of podcasters say it's a whole lot of work. I was listening to the new Kobe Carlisle one, and he was saying he didn't realise how much work it is. And, you know,
that's a good podcast, that one. I like that.
It's good. Yeah, they're really analytical. It's a really good one. It is a lot of work, but I love doing it. And all the comments that we get, and it just motivates us even more. And you've heard me say it many times on this pod that I just truly love the sport, love all the people in it, meeting you and coming around and hanging out with you. And it's just getting better, in my opinion. It's getting even more better. And that was pretty shit English, but it's getting
more better. We're getting more better at all the things. All right, everybody. We're
so keep flogging that like button, which over a year ago now, won Tom a tire and got him on the podcast. And look what happens, you know, when you say yes. It's
Now they
something
can't get rid of
always.
him.
Now I can't get rid. Well, I could, but I don't want him to go. So
Shit, I didn't up my hourly rate then now.
yeah, you're
The
going to
boss
have to
just
up
told me
the
I'm
hourly rate.
valuable. Now the price goes up.
Actually, yeah, and stop trying to poach Tom. You know, all you guys that are starting podcasts and trying to poach him, fuck off. No, just kidding, just kidding. He's an
Oh.
awesome dude to hang around with. So, yeah, let's do another 2 years, Tom, and see where this thing goes.
100%. I just want to give a quick shout out to the Mildura Motorcycle Club. No, they tried to put on the Australian Junior Dirt Track titles, and unfortunately, due to lack of numbers, they've had to pull the pin on that event. But yeah, just wanted to give you guys some credit and hats off to you for nominating for the event, putting the event on, and doing everything you possibly can to try and hold the meeting. And unfortunately, I think the Australian Senior Dirt Track titles is having similar problems with rider numbers and things like that too. And not sure if it's because of where it's at or yeah, big bunch of meetings and everything all together. But yeah, hats off to you guys for hosting the event and doing everything you possibly can to run it. But yeah, unfortunately, you can't do it with without the riders on the track. But yeah, we definitely appreciate all your efforts.
Yeah, well said. And I just want another shout out to everyone in Australia, New Zealand, America, Netherlands, UK, Germany, Switzerland, Spain, Finland, Canada, Sweden, Portugal, Indonesia, Hungary, Denmark, Belgium, Japan, Hong Kong, Brazil, and Russia. Thanks everyone for tuning in. It just blows my mind that you take the time to check in and have a listen to what we're rambling on about. And yeah, thanks so much, guys. You really make it worth it. And it's just so great to see all those countries. There's some people that love doing what we do at whatever level it is you do it at. Keep it up, keep growing the sport, and yeah, I hope one day I can come and race with you all. So
That'll be the dream.
yeah, come and spin a lap, whether it's a fun race, a series, a professional series, or whatever. Yeah, if we can make it happen, that might be what the pod morphs into. I've been thinking more and more about this camera side of stuff, and we do a bit of filming and that around the tracks. And yeah, if I can sell my house and stay married and bring my wife with me, we'll do a world documentary on flat track and come and see you all and have a race with you. That would be awesome. But I've lined up a couple countries and yeah, hopefully it all falls into place. I don't know how I'm going to drag Tom into it yet. I've got to get him away from all his billion-dollar investments and yeah, see if we can get him spending some money flying around the world. But
don't you worry, people. KLAVR's coming to a place near you. Just get hot
yeah,
with your hats. If we're coming in hot.
yeah, we're coming in hot. I think New Zealand would be on the cards for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
The UK, the Netherlands, definitely, and America. They're the four that I sort of want to top off. Actually, my daughter that just came back from Europe, she spent a little bit of time in Switzerland, said it's beautiful there. So that would be awesome. Canada, obviously, Canada have a great series too. Check it out on Facebook, yeah, and YouTube. There's usually a few videos up on YouTube. It actually doesn't get enough coverage, I don't think. I don't know how many of you guys watch it, but the coverage on YouTube is really quite professional. It's pretty good. So yeah, so check that out. Flat Track Canada, it is. You type that into YouTube, it should come up.
They got the ice flat track over there too, don't they? Not the speed run flat track too. I'm pretty sure I've seen footage of Dougie Lawrence and all that racing.
Yeah, I don't know if they actually produce it as such though, do they? Is that just like amateur footage or is it a production?
Oh no, I'm not 100% sure. I think it might be amateur footage, but it's still pretty insane that they run a series with like even the ice speedway is insane, but they still run dirt track, well, flat track over there with ice tires and whatnot, and that looks yeah, it looks like a whole lot of holy shit. So I'm pretty keen. I'd even love to go and watch it, but if someone wanted to give me a bike and watch me saw my leg off, that would be pretty sick.
Oh, it would be sick.
Yeah.
And yeah, Tapes Up Productions do awesome commentary and productions of the DTRA over there in the UK. So check them out on YouTube as well. also their last one at Greenfield, I saw they're advertising that. That looks pretty good. And the Dutch flat track guys were talking about that. And then for the last round of the Dutch flat track, I think it's the last start, they've got Scotty Dubler announcing. So from America.
Okay, cool.
From America. So yeah, they were inviting the guys from the DTR over to come and join in that one as well. So if you are in that part of the world, yeah, check that out. Check out Dutch Flat Track on Facebook. They've also got a website, Dutch Flat Track, and the DTRA also have a website and Facebook. So check them out. They're happening real soon. So check them out today as soon as you hear this. Yeah, and get involved. Keep it growing. Check out the Dutch Flat Track one we've just done. There's a whole lot of stuff about Royal Enfield. One of the organisers, Michael, there, runs a Royal Enfield slide school in the Netherlands, and they're doing the Royal Enfield Cup. So that's pretty great. Royal Enfield, quite dedicated to the flat track side of stuff, as you know, with American flat track, but it sort of runs deeper than that. Like I want to find out more about this actually, and I do have some contacts that I'm going to use and try to find out more about what they are after and for their motorcycles and growing the sport of flat track. But they seem to be quite focused on the non-racer, so someone jumping on their bikes and trying flat track for the first time. So it's an interesting angle, and it's a great angle for us because if it means that it attracts more people to the sport, that's fantastic. Riders and fans, because I know a few people that love the Royal Enfield brand.
Oh yeah.
So if it brings them our way just to watch the racing, that's a great bonus. So I think I've waffled on enough now. Tom's probably got to get back to tuning some engines. He's very kindly taken some time out of his day. Hopefully they still pay you for talking, Matt. And
yeah, no, it's working out already. Yeah, it's good. I'm loving it.
Pretty happy. So that's fantastic. So enjoy the rest of your weekend. I don't know what it's like up your way. It is so cold here. No,
it was nice sunny day today. A little bit on the colder side, but the sun was out. Yeah, I'm pretty sure tomorrow's the same way as well. I know up north copped I'm saying up north as in Gunnedah, Armidale way, copped a fair bit of a hiding with the weather too. And I think actually out west, Central West copped a fair bit too. But yeah, been pretty lucky in Sydney Metro with the weather.
Yeah, right. And actually, the Dutch flat track one, I am having trouble getting it on YouTube, but maybe that's part of my whole thing today with the computer. Maybe there's something else going on, and that's why I couldn't.
You trying to upload one as well as going live?
Yeah, but I cancelled those. Well, I don't actually understand where they even came from, those files. We'll talk about that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was all a bit of a mess. I was really surprised actually. I thought it was just going to be click and we're on, but yeah, obviously it went very pear-shaped. But what I might do is
we'll do some testing, we'll do some fine tuning, and we'll do it live, and hopefully get all 70 countries that are listening on there, and
it's 20, mate, 20.
Sorry, 70 episodes, 20 countries. My bad.
70 sounds pretty.
I've got to brush up on my German, Russian, English, everything. It's all right. I'll go.
Yeah, Japanese, Indonesian.
Yeah.
What's Hungarian? I was going to say, what does a hungry person say? Hungarian. Denmarkian. Denmark. Belgium.
Danish?
Yeah.
Denmark's Danish.
Belgium.
Yep.
Japan, Japanese, Hong Kong, Mandarin, Cantonese, Chinese, Brazilian, Russian.
That's awesome. That's actually pretty mind blowing knowing that we got listeners from all around the world. That's pretty insane.
The one that actually surprises me is Hong Kong. So they definitely, we didn't have listeners from them before last time I checked the analytics.
Okay.
So yeah, that's interesting. That means that there's some people in Hong Kong, China.
Location.
It does tell you percentages.
Oh, yep.
Yeah. But yeah, the percentage is low because there's 20 countries on there.
Yeah.
the biggest are the top the top 4 there. So Aussie, New Zealand, US, and Netherlands. 5, is it? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, and UK.
Yeah, cool.
So that's where the most listeners are, and then the rest is the rest of the percentages.
Yep.
Yeah. But no, fantastic guys. If you are in Hong Kong and you have a translator, if you can't speak English, you can use a translator like Google Translate or something. Send us a message.
Yeah, 100%.
And don't worry about it if it's a little bit broken and that sort of thing. I'll do my. I'm dyslexic anyway, so it probably makes sense to me. But
we'll shout you out anyways. We'll definitely.
We'll shout. Yeah, we'll shout. Yeah, I'm really interested to know if there's racing there, or if there's just a group of guys in a car park going around barrels. I'd really, I'd love to know, guys. So yeah, let us know if you're in any of these countries and you're listening to this podcast. Please send us a message and just tell us a little bit about your backstory, and we'll shout it out. That'd be awesome. Yeah, really awesome, actually.
Love it.
And even if you want to come on, that's not an issue either.
We'll make it happen.
We'll make it happen. Like with the Netherlands, they all wanted to be on it together, and the best time was 7 o'clock their time, which meant 2:30 in the morning for me. But that's all right. We'll make it happen because that's what they wanted, and I'm glad. It was great to meet Roger and Michael. Richard was who I had the pod with the first time.
Yep.
And it was great to reconnect with him as well. But it was good to have the whole lot of them on there. So you know what to do, guys. Flog that like button, share it with your mates. Let's get more people listening to this and sharing it around. That's how we grow and how the sport grows, and that's how we get. Hopefully, one day we'll afford the airfares to come over and cut a lap with you. It really helps us out. It also helps us get partnerships. The more numbers we have on social media, obviously, is attractive to potential partners, which means we can take that money and put it into back into the sport. So whether it's the KLAVR Flat Track Pod sponsors a class at a local meeting and chuck some prize money in there, or we give it to up and coming riders that we think deserve a hand, that sort of stuff. We definitely don't pocket the money just for our own benefit that we do get. So please, any help is very, very much appreciated. And we're glad you're all listening and joining in, and hope you're loving your motorbikes and having an awesome time. Any final words there, Tom?
Yeah, and if anyone doesn't know, we've got a Facebook page, KLAVR Flat Track Podcast or Pod Facebook page. So jump on that, like it, put some photos up of your bikes or your racing or where you're at, where you're going. Let us know. But definitely, and give it a like.
Yeah, that sort of interaction is really what we're after. We'd love for the page to be a place where you can come and communicate and talk to us and share your story. So please do that. That was a great suggestion. And keep it sideways, guys. Go flat tracker.
Go flat tracker. Go flat tracker. Go, go, go.